Hello, my name is Miriam. For my focus project, I choose to review a bit of David's life. David was a leader that, according to the Bible, he was called a man after God's own heart. David was the second king of Israel, who succeeded Saul in very particular circumstances, since David was not a son or a descendant of Saul, but he was chosen by God. Then let's know a little extract about David's history, his relationship with Saul, and finally, the qualities that David possessed, the man after God's own heart. David was a shepherd who lived in Israel. David was chosen by God to be the next king of Israel when he was only a child. But David had to wait a long time until that promise came true, because there was another king in Israel called Saul. Saul was strong, tall, and looked like someone who should be a king. But Saul did not follow God as he was supposed to, since he disobeyed him. And for that reason, God chose to take the kingdom of Saul and give it to David. David became a great warrior of Saul's army, and everyone in the kingdom loved him. This made Saul jealous and hate David, because he thought he would try to kill him and take the throne of his family. So Saul wanted to kill David. He chased him, but he could not catch him. One day, Saul knew that David was in the desert of Engadi. So he gathered 3,000 of his best soldiers and went to find David to kill him. During David's search, Saul went to a cave to rest, and in this cave was where David and his men were hidden. When David's men realized that Saul was not aware that David was there and therefore could not defend themselves, they said to David, "This is your chance, David. This is God who tells you that he will give you, your enemy, to do with him what you wish." So David crawled to where Saul was and cut a piece of his cloak. But then David began to think that it was not fair to take Saul's life, because no matter how many problems and difficulties Saul had caused him, it was not right to hurt the person God had put to govern over Israel. Then David set his men to back off, and he did not let them kill King Saul. They waited until Saul left the cave, and then David also ran out of the cave and shouted after Saul, "My king, why do you listen to the people who tell you that I'm trying to hurt you? Look, I cut a part of your mantle, but I did not kill you. This shows that I'm not trying to hurt you, and that I did not sin against you even though you're trying to trap me." David promised that he would never harm Saul, and said that God would protect him and rescue him from Saul's power. Saul said, "David, is that true?" And he began to cry. Saul said, "You are a better man than me. You have been incredibly kind to me today, because when God put me in a place where you could have killed me, you did not do it. And now I realize that surely you will be king, and that the kingdom of Israel will flourish under your hand." Saul continues to cause difficulties in David's life, but David kept his promise, and eventually David became king of Israel. David was very loved by God, and Israel flourished under his government, because David did all that God wanted him to do. David's history is very interesting because he was not a common leader. and he was called the man after God's own heart. The fundamental qualities that David possessed were the following: 1. Humility. 2. Respect for authority. As we saw in the narrated history, beyond justices or injustices. 3. Purity, in the sense that he was a person free of rancor and envy. 4. Integrity. He rejected the bad, although it was not perfect. When he sinned, he repented and asked for forgiveness. 5. Take your advantage of opportunities. He knew how to act at the time indicated by God. Finally, 6. Courage. If you want to know more about the history of David, I invite you to review the Bible in the first and second book of Samuel. Thank you very much.